Hello. Happy holidays, welcome back to my channel. I'm Pussy, I'm a health coach. I'm all about health and wellness for the body, mind, and soul. And I'm a personal trainer, nutrition coach. And today, what is up with this attire, you may ask? Well, today, we're going to be trying out different sweets recipes for the holiday season. I know me, when I'm in the holiday spirit, I'm always craving a little sweet, whether that be like cookies, cake, ice cream, whatever it is, I don't know. Sweets are just part of the meals as well, like desserts and stuff. So I figured this would be a great time to share some easy, fast, healthy, nutritious dessert sweet recipes that you can do with minimal ingredients, very simple. Let's just get right into it because I'm excited to make all these recipes and to eat them all, honestly. That's what I'm excited for. First recipe we're going to start with is going to be a chocolate chip peanut butter banana muffin. And for this recipe, we just need 2 eggs, 3 large ripe bananas, any type of peanut butter, some vanilla, any type of flour of your preference. I'm gonna do some gluten-free flour. Keep this gluten-free and dairy-free. Salt, some cinnamon, some baking powder, obviously some chocolate chips to top it off. We're gonna start with grabbing 3 bananas and mashing them in a bowl. So I have my bowl. I'm just gonna peel them and then mash them. Got the mashed bananas. I'm gonna add 2 eggs. Put some maple syrup in with the eggs. I'm not good with measurements. I like to just eyeball stuff most of the time. But this recipe that I was like following said half a cup of maple syrup, and I was like, I feel like that's a lot. I don't know. I usually would use creamy peanut butter, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna go with the chunky. Hopefully it doesn't mess up the texture too much, but either way it'll taste good. I'm gonna splash of vanilla, and I'm just gonna mix. Now I'm just gonna add 1.5 cups of flour, and I'm gonna use almond flour, a pinch of sea salt, a little bit of baking powder, a little bit of cinnamon, and then I'm just gonna mix that all together with the ingredients that I already have. I'm using this almond flour from Nature's Promise. Almond flour isn't really the best for texture. You can make it work. You got some kosher sea salt, just a little bit of baking powder, ground cinnamon. Mixing time. I'm gonna use some of these bittersweet chocolate chips. Falling into you. It's time to put the batter into. I sprayed this down because I don't have like the paper cup cake holder thingies, and I want these to be able to come out, you know. I'm getting a little bit hot, just a tiny bit, but I'm gonna pour the batter into the cup holder now. I got the oven preheated to 350. It just beeped, so before I put the muffins in, extra chocolate chips. Okay, now we're ready. Look how pretty. I'm gonna stick them in the oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. And while that's cooking, I will start making my second sweet, which is a freezer one. Hey Google, put an alarm on for 20 minutes. Let's get on to the second recipe. Thank you, Google. So for the second recipe, we're gonna be making peanut butter oat bar with like a chocolate covered topping. Kind of reminds me of like a peanut chew a little bit. I don't know what it's called, but for this recipe, really simple. All you need is oats, peanut butter, honey, chocolate chips, and a little bit of coconut oil, or you can use obviously like butter or something. I'm gonna be using coconut oil just because I have it on hand, and why not? Let's just get started with creating the base, which is the oats, peanut butter, and honey. I'm happy I have actually on hand some protein oats. So this is a good way to elevate this dessert and make it even more nutritious. I mean, it's already nutritious. You got the oats, you got the peanut butter. It's already a pretty good option if you have a sweet tooth. But if you want to make it more of a protein dessert, you can either get obviously protein oats, or you can add protein powder into the mixture right now. But since I have the protein oats, I'm just gonna do that. 10 grams of protein per serving, and each serving is a half a cup. And this recipe calls for 2 cups. Let's just get into it. I honestly just ended up using the rest of it because there was only a tiny bit left. So I just finished it, but I'm glad because this dessert is gonna be even more nutritious and value-packed. 2 cups of oats, cup of peanut butter, and again, this would be better with creamy peanut butter, but I don't have any. And I also prefer the natural peanut butter. Like, obviously, this is not really, I mean, it says natural actually. Never mind. Chunky is not the best choice for this type of recipe. We're just gonna try to make it work anyway. Chunky. Yeah, this is really thick. I don't know how this is gonna work. I'm like struggling to get it out of the container. Hopefully it doesn't ruin the recipe. Now we got 1/3 cup of honey. Look at that. Pour this in here. So I'm mixing, but I think I'm just gonna get in there with my hands because it would be more effective. We're done mixing. Got this this little pan. I'm gonna transfer all the oat peanut butter mixture onto this pan. No man left behind. I'm just gonna flatten it out. Okay, so we got like this thin layer of oats and peanut butter at the bottom. And then we're gonna make the topping, which is basically just, we're gonna melt chocolate chips and mix a little bit of coconut oil in it. A cup of chocolate chips, and then a tablespoon coconut oil. We're just gonna put it in the microwave, let it melt. Cupcakes came out. They're looking good. I'm gonna let them cool down a little bit and then take them out. Okay, we got the melted chocolate. I'm just gonna drizzle it. I'm gonna coat the whole top. I don't know if this is enough chocolate to coat the whole top, to be honest, but we can try. But topping it with this makes it so much better because it makes it taste like a Reese's kind of, because it gives it that like saltiness. So this is the final product, and I'm just gonna pop it in the freezer for a couple of hours. This right here is going to be the moment of truth. Definitely made a mistake. The cupcakes don't want to come out of the thing because I didn't have paper in them, but that's good. I like it. It's healthy, and I think it fulfills the sweet tooth for sure. Oh my god, look at my hands. It's good. It's like a weird, like, fluffy texture. I like it. Spongy kind of texture. We have one more recipe, really quick and fast, because it is getting time to wrap up the video, but I still wanted to try this one recipe. It's basically like a 2-minute chocolate cake type of thing. So we're just gonna speed through that. So for this recipe, we just need 1 ripe banana, 2 tablespoons unsweetened cacao powder, gluten-free flour or not, that's optional, baking powder, and an egg. So we're just gonna get to it and mash up a banana, 1 egg, we go 2 tablespoons of cacao, cocoa, to 2 tablespoons of almond flour, a little bit of baking powder as well. Boom. She's pretty. We're just gonna mix her. This recipe is like the fastest, easiest one that you could just throw in the microwave, and you can put it into a mug or a bowl. And you could just like eat it straight out of a mug, which I love. And if you add protein powder to it, it becomes more of like a protein dessert. I think that's looking pretty good. I actually found the perfect mug because this is like kind of a Christmas video, but I am Jewish. We got a little bit of both over here. It's like a Hanukkah Christmas vibe going on. When I was younger, I used to do like Hanukkah trees sometimes. Like we would have a Christmas tree and all the ornaments would be blue and silver and like be kind of Hanukkah themed ornaments. But it's probably a good idea to grease up the cup so that it doesn't stick too much. I'm gonna add it. As you can see, we got a little bit of, it's in the mug, and we're gonna put it in the microwave. I'm going to pop it in the microwave for 2 minutes. So if you want to put it into something like this, it might be easier just because it's really deep in there. But let's go put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. Let's have a little intermission, a little fashion show. This wouldn't be complete without a little Christmas drink from Starbucks. Ugh. Favorite thing about onesies is they could just go into like bottom, which cooking in the kitchen gets hot. Whew. A little bit dying, but since we're chatting already, might as well talk a little bit about how you shouldn't be too restrictive with yourself when it comes to desserts, because you know that could create some type of eating disorder, or that could just build an unhealthy relationship instead of being able to enjoy the amazing foods around us. And if you have a sweet tooth especially, and you just constantly restrict yourself from, you know, fulfilling that craving or indulging in sweets around you because it's labeled as bad or unhealthy. Thank you. Everything in moderation, first of all, is not bad or unhealthy. Let's get that out of the way. And second of all, it's very easy to make sweets and healthy treats that can be nutritious and add value to your already balanced diet, and that aren't bad, or that shouldn't be demonized, right? If you're putting a banana and an egg and some peanut butter together, that's not bad for you, you know? And you should be able to enjoy the things in life. My mug is ready. She's kind of hot, but there she is. I think the middle, I don't know if the middle isn't baked. I can't tell. It looks kind of weird, wacko. But ooh, I could just stick a fork in and eat it like this. But I think I'm gonna try to put it on a plate just so we can like get a better look at it, you know? Because I want us to be able to see it, see what it looks like. Ooh, she's lifting out really easily actually. Okay, this is her. I would literally just sprinkle some, you know, blueberries, strawberries, some banana maybe, and call it a day. But we gotta try her. You know the feeling when like your sweet tooth is already fulfilled and now you're just like, I don't want to look at another chocolate chip for like hours or days or weeks. That's how I feel right now. But we gotta taste test what we're making, obviously, so we're just gonna do it. It's for the vibes, the holiday vibes. Okay, bon appetit. Oh my god, you know what I could put on? Ice cream. You're kidding. I will say, since the cocoa is like pure, it is a little bitter, but I think if you just add some either syrup or honey, any type of like healthy sweetener, or just sugar, it would probably sweeten it up a little bit and make it less bitter. But I don't mind the bitter, honestly. And I think I'm just gonna put a little bit of ice cream on top and try it like that. Okay, we got some ice cream on it. Ooh, this is like actually so fast. This 2-minute brownie recipe is like actually took me 2 minutes. I mean, you just watched me do it. So, you know, I'm not lying. Some coffee ice cream. I love me some coffee ice cream. Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh. Exactly. So far we got hit and a hit. I think she's already frozen. Look at her. Ooh. Okay, we cut a little piece, a little corner piece. Oh my god. Yeah, that's actually amazing. It was only in the freezer for like a half hour before it froze over. That brings us to the end of this video. Ooh. Ooh, they're kind of messed up. My advice would be to get like those paper cupcake holder thingies to put in the tray so that doesn't happen. Watching. I hope you try these and see how good they are because honestly, I'm blown away by these recipes.